you shout out the, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tap your titty.
Hey! It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Life After 40, the podcast.
I'm Jelli.
And I am Toy.
We are in our wonderful new location. I absolutely love it here. You must check it out. Lounges, downtown Cleveland. Cleveland is
Definitely in the house.
I'm so glad you took that because I was about to mess it all up. Me.
Yes.
But yes, we're down here. We've got our new producer. Shout out our new producer, BK Watts. Make sure you follow him for all your podcast needs. He will turn your podcast into a really great podcast. And he's so professional. Absolutely adore. Yes. So, Toy, what's going to be our topic today?
So today's topic is going to be, when did you realize you were grown? Like when you, not grown like 18, I mean like grown. The first time somebody called me ma'am, I was like, who the hell is you talking to? Who you
So,
talking
ma'am,
to?
did that offend you?
It did.
Okay.
Yes, it
Well,
did.
I moved
Because
down
I'm like,
Yeah. Who are you talking to?
yeah, and I wasn't even 40 yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what age group did they call you?
Yeah,
What
I
age
was
group
like early 30s.
Early
like
30s?
35-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was pissed.
Yeah. But you know, I moved down south when I was 18, and it was a habit. You had to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. So it didn't offend me hearing ma'am. I'm lying.
He's like, I'm lying. Because
it's okay to say it.
from the
Yeah.
South too. But yeah, it's a time and a place.
Yeah. Don't ma'am me.
Yeah.
I'm not my mama.
But you know what? I bartended this wedding, and their guests, their family is from the South. So it was a guy there while I was bartending. Every time he'll come order a drink, he'll say, ma'am. I didn't really take offense to him saying it because it sounded country.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was coming from the right people.
So they have to have that down south dialect.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you just a dude walking out the corner store and you said, excuse me, ma'am, like, who you talking to?
So would you rather them say, excuse me, miss? Excuse
Yes.
me?
Excuse me,
your
miss.
name?
What's your name? Right. Where are you from?
Can I talk to you? Sorry, it's the DJ in me. I'm going to reference a song.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the music human jukebox.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to say, I mean, most people be like, have a moment of silence because now they are calling us the aunties. But I don't mind being called the aunties.
I was going to say I was an early auntie, so I don't mind the auntie slang. And then I guess I was just kind of used to it. My nieces and nephews, they're like almost 30 now.
Okay.
So yeah, I have been getting called auntie for a while. So it didn't bother me. What bothered me is not getting carded anymore. Going to the liquor store and they're like, here you go.
You don't want to know how old I am?
You don't need my ID? You don't want to check me?
Right.
You don't want to make sure I'm legal?
Now, I will say I still get carded in the liquor stores. I don't get carded at the bars and stuff. But at the actual liquor store, yeah, they still card me.
Wow.
But not if I'm a frequent flyer. Like they just be like, "Oh, how you doing?" Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic.
Coming back again?
Right.
We got what you need.
But yes, I don't mind being called an auntie. Like, I'm at that age where all my kids' friends call me mom.
Yeah.
Now, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I think it also shows a sign of how much respect they have for you, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't mind it.
I still
Somebody
call
back there sound like Barry White. You hear that?
Who's singing? Bird. We're at our new location, so we're adjusting to the sounds in here.
That's our producer back there, like a bear. I'm like, you hear that Barry White back there?
We having a great time here at Life After 40 down at Lounges.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's an edit.
We'll just edit.
Okay. So at this ripe age of 40 something, what is something that you get excited about now that you didn't used to get excited about?
The gas prices going down is definitely one for me. New Tupperware, I get excited about.
Yeah. It'd be like, oh, it's all nice.
Yeah, because it's not, it hasn't been through the microwave. It don't have the spaghetti stains on. Yeah. So I get excited about that stuff. I go into Mark's is my danger place.
Oh yeah, Mark.
And
I just hate that they don't have everything like Dave's and Giant Eagle.
Yeah, they miss some food items, but that closeout section.
Yeah, but the closeout section get you every time.
Gets you
love
every
a good sale, love a good discount.
Yes, I have pots and pans for days because of Mark's.
It's funny. I was watching a commercial the other day, and when I tell you, my husband talked about me for hours because of this. An Alka-Seltzer commercial came on, and they have them now in chewable tablets, and I got excited. Yeah,
wow.
He was like, I know you ain't just get excited about no chewable Alka-Seltzer. I said, no, because Alka-Seltzer is good medicine if you want to knock something out quick, but I couldn't drink it. Like the seltzer and the water was just too much for me. So now that they got it in tablets,
chewables, run that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was excited about that. I didn't realize it until afterwards, though, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
Another thing I be excited about, like sales on meat and
stuff
like that in the grocery store.
Remember when they used to have the buy 5 packs for
$20? Yeah.
What happened to that? Who used to have that?
You know what? You know what happened? Inflation happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just doing us dirty.
You hear about the eggs?
Baby.
The eggs.
One of
the egg trucks didn't make it. So one of the egg trucks crashed and flipped over. So I was like, oh, eggs is going to be like $20 a carton.
So that's why the eggs went up.
Yeah.
They don't want you to buy eggs because they have a shortage.
Yeah. A shortage, yeah. And they got the shortage because of the bird flu and all of that stuff or whatever. But yeah.
But we still eating chicken. They ain't raised the price on chicken.
Oh, I'm like, you know what? Prices be fluctuating so much. I don't even have the mental capacity half the time to keep up with all the price changes.
Yeah.
I try to, and you get to the grocery store and you only have 5 items and spend like $80.
Have you started couponing yet?
I be trying to coupon. I just can't. It's just too time consuming.
It is. It is.
My
but
life is already in
shambles. Flip the coupons. Like, okay, I don't know if anybody knows about this. I'm gonna let a little deal out. Family Dollar. You can go there, clip coupons. You get 50 cents off of like Tide, $1 if you. Yeah. I'm on all that.
I need help. Yeah. I need help with coupon. I've been trying to coupon for years.
Yeah. I don't do the physical coupons, but yeah, clipping on the phone for sure before I go into the store. I know I'm getting ready to buy this and that.
Yeah, I need to get into that. Get into couponing, people. Another thing that I love doing is I like to ride home in silence sometimes. Or I come in the house and won't cut on no lights, no TV.
You have to have that zen moment.
Yeah. But I have to apologize to other people that, like, if I have somebody with me and I'm like, I'm sorry. I just like the silence when I come in the house. Even if I'm about to be here for, a while. Like, give me about an hour or two before.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I need silence.
When I come from DJing at night, after hearing
all that music. Yeah. And I think it's that. Like, being part of the club scenes for so long. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to hear all of that.
Yeah, I want some silence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing. Have you noticed you spare no expense on like items that you like? For example, for me, I bought a Kirby vacuum.
What?
$1,000 vacuum.
I used to work for them.
That's how I bought it. Job. That's how I bought it. I was my first sale.
I hate that. I hated it.
Yeah, I talked myself right into it. But that is one of the best vacuums.
It is. Shout out to Kirby because they've been around since been around. Yeah. And I'm like, I used to go around and do demonstrations.
Yeah.
I hated it. But like you said, best vacuum cleaner on the planet, and it lasts a long time.
Forever. Forever.
Is it still heavy as hell?
They made it a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
they
like,
made it a little bit lighter.
Them things used to be heavy.
Ooh, wee, yeah. I remember the back in the day ones. It's big and bulky, but it was like, I mean, this is a vacuum that you're gonna. I can't buy $100 vacuum and then 5 years later or a year
Not
or
even
2 years.
5.
Yeah, I was gonna say a year
it
or
took,
two.
Yeah, it took me a long time to buy another vacuum because of that. I'd be like, sweet. I'd rather.
That's how she doesn't have the Oprah arms because of that. I love that.
Look, that, and you know, I lift a lot with the job.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I will never. These little Oprah arms, they just gonna roll right with me, honey. That's an after 40 thing. I'm gonna let it go. I try to do, the little weights and stuff like that, and try and do the other thing and the pulling, and
Yeah, it's just all about staying consistent, though.
that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, you're not the millions and millions of people. Like, I'm like, I have a problem with staying consistent in certain aspects as well.
Yeah.
But,
It's
I
all
think
about if you really want it.
yeah, I'm like, I've been doing really good with staying consistent with things this year.
Yeah.
Stress levels been through the roof, but I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor like 3 weeks ago, and they said I have great blood pressure. So
Shout out.
shout out to that. All right, so and this is my favorite one. I was excited to talk about this next one.
What's that?
The perks of getting older, because there are perks.
Yeah.
And
Buckeye card?
Yeah,
Buckeye card?
No,
perks?
not that old.
I
We
was
ain't
about
got
to
there
say,
yet.
we're not there.
No, it's more so perks of my tolerance level for nonsense and excuses
Yeah.
are low, and I'm at that age where it's just like, okay,
Yep. That's the
like,
best response.
yeah,
That's
things
the
don't
best
stress. I don't let a lot of things stress me out, and I don't respond to a lot of things no more.
That's why we won't have any wrinkles, because we're like an IDG AF, okay? And whatever you want to do is what you're gonna do. So why would I stress about that
Exactly.
and try and change it?
Yes, so that is definitely one of my best attributes at this age, because I'm gonna tell you, I was a worrying son of a gun growing up. Always worried about how people felt, always worried about what they might say,
Yeah.
always worrying about if I move like this, how this is gonna make this person feel, even though it benefits myself. And that whole, I'm glad I'm able to remove myself from people, because throughout my lifetime, I went through this era of where I'll be around a group of people and something to happen where a person would either try to dim my light, put the spotlight on them, make my moment theirs. And I was just like,
Those are just selfish people.
yeah, but I had to recognize that, because most people try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just personable or I'm just being friendly, when I'm just like, but it's not about you right now.
Yeah. Make it about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
This is my moment.
Yeah.
Don't take that away from me.
Yeah.
And shame on you.
Yeah.
How dare you do my girl like that?
Yeah. I look back at pictures, and instead of feeling joy, I'd be like, oh, I remember this moment. This person did XYZ, and
Wow.
like, it's not a good memory.
Yeah.
So yeah, so anybody in my life coming into my life, no tolerance.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not mean and I'm not a bitch, but yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned in anger management class is don't judge me.
I went there too.
Yeah.
High five. Anger
Shout out the
management,
graduates of anger management.
Yes.
Learn to say no.
Yes.
It's okay
Yes.
to say no. Protect
Yes.
your peace at all
Exactly.
costs. Yeah. If you don't like it, I don't like that. And speak up for yourself. Don't be afraid to
Absolutely.
speak up for yourself.
Absolutely, because people will play on your top if you continuously let them.
Absolutely.
And then try to make it seem like you're in the wrong for setting that boundary. Yeah.
Set those boundaries. It doesn't matter who it is. Family or whomever. Just set those boundaries for yourself.
Yep. And another perk of being older is finally knowing what you like and what you don't like, what you want versus what you don't want.
But it changes though. For me, things that I thought I used to like, I noticed as I've gotten older,
But
it
that's
doesn't
growth.
appeal to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's growth, and it's supposed to change.
Yeah.
Now that's the problem when it stays the same.
Yeah.
And people, I had someone tell me before, like you changed, and I was like, but you said like it's a bad thing.
Yeah. We're supposed to change.
Exactly.
Nothing's supposed to stay the same.
Exactly.
Gas prices don't. Presidents don't. Everything changes.
Exactly. Everything.
Yeah. For the good or for the worse.
Yeah. One titty bigger than the other. One eyesight better than the other eyesight. I mean, one eye better than the other eye.
My eyes have gotten worse over the time, and I've always worn glasses. So now I just feel like I am at the bifocal level, and I am not willing to accept it. I'm not willing to accept it.
I wear glasses now, but I'm not used to wearing them all the time yet. So, yeah, I need.
But you look good in glasses.
You think
like
so?
You look studious.
I be feeling like I look weird.
It gives professor.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, my sis gonna make me start wearing my glasses like my sister said I look studious.
Yes. It gives definite like I'm intelligent. Hello.
I'm intelligent.
I read, okay? Yeah.
But at that stage, even though our wants and likes changes, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know with people like us, it changed in a way to help elevate us.
Yes.
Our lives, our mindsets, just everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I'm there because when I was younger, I didn't know what I wanted. Not in men, not in life, not in nothing.
I still kind of feel like that, Toy.
Really?
Yeah, because like what I think I want in a man, and I get that, it's always like I'm looking for something else. So
it may be something a little deeper than just knowing what you want versus don't want.
Yeah. Yeah,
it may be more to it than just
like I don't want you snoring loud.
Do you want a girl?
You know, Toy. So
I mean, because it might not be. You might
shout
be
out
looking,
my boo.
You might be looking for something in a man when you really is looking for it in a girl.
So I thought so, and that's why I say shout out my boo. She's such a beautiful Puerto Rican Mexican woman, and
Puerto Rican mommy.
She's a Latina, and she's a beautiful person. But just thinking like long term, I don't know, because I'm after that, you know, eat 'em up time. I'm gonna need that. I need the whole thing. I like the explosion from the man. Like put it on this part, or put it on this part, or put it, you know. So
we grown.
Yeah.
She want a dude to bust all over it. Like
I really was trying to be clean with that, like you know, just that explosion.
Yeah, she wanted someplace like, ooh, put it on my.
So I don't think that would be fair to the woman, because
well, no, you got to think too though. As long as you're honest, a lot of people be down with a lot of stuff.
She was not willing to share. Shout out my boo.
Oh.
We're still great friends, and we've been great friends for the longest.
Well, that's another thing, going to knowing what you want and don't want. You may love the hell out of somebody, but if they are not aligned with what you're looking for, don't force it.
Yeah.
Don't force it, because it is a bright light at the end of the tunnel of your wants and needs.
Yeah.
It can be found.
Yeah.
So don't settle.
I mean, maybe I just am looking for polygamy at this point. Like, give me both. Both of them.
And you can have that. You just got to find somebody that's willing to live that lifestyle. Yeah. And you have to start, like, actually living the lifestyle, being in the atmospheres of that lifestyle, because you're not going to find that at Legacy.
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a man or a woman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out my spot. But I mean, you know.
Yes. So, make sure you girlies and gents know what you want out of life and your partner.
Yeah. And that's why I say this changes for me. And now that I'm older, it's like, okay, I mean, I'm happy with being single and stuff like that because I'm able to
Move how you want.
move. Yeah.
When you want.
Yeah. But it comes that time where it's like, okay. But I've been married twice too. So, and both were 7 years apart. I mean, 7 years apiece. And so just knowing that I've already had that marriage and that everyday relationship.
But so do you think your marriages kind of scarred you from wanting to be in a committed relationship?
That's a good question, Toy.
Yeah.
They did.
See, and I hate that for you because I just felt like they wasn't the right guys,
Right.
especially
Yeah.
the other DJ dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, shout about. I mean, I learned
No,
a
we
gift, but I
ain't- we
mean,
ain't shouting
yeah.
shit
Oh,
out.
she said, "No, damn that."
Yeah, I just felt
That's
like
a
they
real
was.
sister right there. That's gonna be like, no, you deserve way better,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I did,
Yeah,
and do.
and do.
Yeah, did it
Exactly.
then and do now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate that it scarred you.
Yeah, they scarred
So
me.
I hope that you can find somebody that's gonna come in and fulfill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I do. Like I
bullshit.
said, it gets lonely and stuff like that, you know. But I'm like at the point now where, like I said, I'll walk around the house. I ain't got naked. I ain't gotta feel no kind of way. You know, I ain't gotta cook if I don't want to. So I get that freedom a little bit.
See, and that's why I feel like if you found somebody on the same wavelength as you, you can still have those things.
There's somebody
Because
lingering around.
I'm married, true enough, but I don't cook every single day.
Right.
And a lot of times I make sure I cook stuff that they can eat leftovers and stuff because
Right.
I'm a working woman too. I'm busy as hell every single day. But you know, I found the part, and don't get me wrong, we have our ups and downs, but it's more ups than downs.
Yeah.
Like
In every relationship, I
Yeah.
would not expect anything less.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed
But
to have
it's
it.
not all the time how people be like, oh, we argue often. Hell no, we don't. We live in a very peaceful
Yeah.
household. But that's because we understand each other. Now, wires get crossed every now and again, but not often, thank God. But I found someone that I can be myself with. I
That's
found someone that I can be
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to do XYZ. Hey, I want to have a wild night tonight. Okay.
Strip club it is. Strip club shorty, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just like in the same
And that's a blessing.
thing of embracing like the changes and who you are at this age. You also got to find your tribe.
Yeah.
In this whole aging process.
That is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a good support system. For sure. Like, you know, you could call me day or night and I'll be like, I'm on my way. What's up? What do you need? You just want to get out the house? Fine, let's go. Yeah, but she not leaving though.
Yeah,
She not going out the house.
Well, it
After
depends.
9.
Yeah, not in my line of work. Listen, y'all, I'm a full-time entrepreneur and life is different right now.
Yeah.
A good different, but nigga, I'm tired.
Yeah. No, for real. And having to get up super early in the morning and being out late at night is not a thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, like we said before, health is wealth. So,
Absolutely.
it got to have some type of boundaries with the time, kicking it, all of that. But I ain't mad. I ain't missing nothing, especially not in Cleveland. Now, if you want to go out of town and kick it, hit me up. Okay?
Cleveland.
Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay?
Yeah, she said out of town is a good kick it.
So, I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. Yeah, just you know, realizing you grown. Make sure you stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
And don't think getting older is the end of life.
Right.
I'm like, because truthfully, I feel like life is just really getting started.
Getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially for you because you just entered 40. That's the fun time because you're no longer young and having
I am
those.
young.
I mean, not young like that, like 20. You're not doing 20-year-old mistakes at 40.
Oh.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're not doing those
Yeah.
dumb mistakes.
Forever
you know
a
better now.
student, though. Still
Yeah.
make them, but not the dumb ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're always going to make mistakes in life. That's just life
Yeah.
as a whole.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And you know, just allow yourself, like you said, that grace
Yeah.
of getting older and not putting so much pressure on yourself.
And if you look good, feel good,
Mhm.
even if you don't look good, you just older.
You know what?
Just be happy and do the things that you love to do. Because
Absolutely.
don't nobody got to live your life but yourself.
That's it.
So I
That's
don't
it.
care. I'm be 60 years old, still talking that shit,
Uh-huh.
getting dressed, being fly, going out,
Mhm.
still.
At 60.
Yes,
I
at
done seen
60.
some bad 80-year-old women
Mm-hmm.
coming stepping
Mm-hmm.
for their birthday party and had the little booty shorts on and everything. I said, girlfriend, if I can, I am.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop being who I am
So
because of my
God
grace.
wouldn't have blessed us the
Yeah.
way He did.
I'm telling you.
if He wanted us to not show who we was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not be who we are.
Honey, let me tell you, the other night I went out and I had on my little slits and my little outfit. I still haven't posted the pictures on social media because I said they not ready for that jelly.
Oh,
This is 40 plus 46.
I know
Honey.
that's right.
And I have no problem saying it. This is 46, and I'm telling you, sis stepped out blue fur coat and was like popping.
I know that's right.
And then it took me 3 to 5
do you,
business
boo-boo?
days to get over it. Now
do you, boo-boo?
yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed your recovery time of going out is like
It's
extended?
longer. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need like 2 days. Two
A
business
B12.
days.
Yeah, B12
A
run
lot
the
of water,
IV drip.
orange juice,
Yeah.
some pineapple chunks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need a burger from Five Guys. Yeah, just to
You gonna
help
make
me
me go
soak
get
all
this.
that alcohol up.
Oh, now I gotta do my chin again. Because I said I wanted this burger from Five Guys. And let me tell y'all, I'm trying to be kind to y'all on this camera because I know it adds that extra 10 pounds and we don't need it. Okay.
And on that note, we are going to get out of here.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in to
Thank you,
Jelli
guys.
Toys Life After 40
podcast. Check us out on Instagram, Threads, YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Anything else you got to say, sis?
I was just going to say, stay 40 plus and
Fabulous.
Peace, y'all.
Bye, guys.